Yo, kogency reaction. Just when you thought it couldn't get any more gruesome, look, a Scottish criminal had his leg brutally cut off by this gang enforcer. Now I want to know, is there a way you can get your leg cut off peacefully? You know, because it's brutally cut off, but I want to know if you can get it peacefully cut off. You know, go under a little anesthesia. You know, you tell him just put the numbing cream there. You know what I mean? Like, how else do you sever a leg other than brutally?
When members of Police Scotland arrived at Beechwood Drive in the North Lanarkshire town amid
Beechwood
reports
Avenue,
of a disturbance
Jamaica.
at 2:30 a.m. on May 17th, 2023, they were met with a shocking sight. 3 men, led by enforcer Ross Al-Gailani, had inflicted horrific violence upon a former organised crime gang member who was Gailani had inflicted horrific violence.
Is this the leg itself, or is this like some padding around the leg? Because this looks like a pillow, bro. Like a cushion. Like this looks like one of my cushions. I swear this. No, another one, yeah.
Violence upon a former organised crime gang member who was hacked at so savagely that he ended up having his leg amputated.
Bro, why is he lifting it up?
The target was a man named James Sheridan, once a member of an organised crime gang who was jailed after being caught with cannabis and £104,000.
You're rich.
While in prison for that offence, Sheridan made it clear he wanted out of the mob. However, the gang boss blamed him for the drugs and cash being lost. An instruction was issued by the OCG that he should be assaulted. That's where 36-year-old Ross Al-Gailani came in. He was a trained mechanic with a limited criminal record, but had seemingly become an enforcer for a major organised crime group. Al-Gailani then went on a 7-week rampage, dishing out some of the most extreme violence that the Scottish underworld has seen in recent
7
times.
weeks?
When James Sheridan was released early from his jail term at HMP Low Moss, located on the outskirts of Bishopbriggs, East Dunbartonshire near Glasgow, Scotland, on May 16th, he was followed to a property in Coatbridge, Lanarkshire. Later that day, Al-Gailani and others kicked down the front door and found Sheridan in a bedroom with girlfriend Samantha Cook. The gang members then proceeded to assault both of them using machetes and swords. The gang fled the bloodbath as Cook managed to dial 999. Sheridan suffered horrific injuries to his head, arms and legs. Medics initially feared he would not survive, and the wounds were so severe it was decided to amputate his right leg from above the knee. He also lost 2 fingers in the attack. His girlfriend also required extensive surgery after 2 fingers were severed from her right hand. Attempts were made to reattach them.
I thought somebody was outside my door. Hold on.
After 2 fingers were severed from her right hand.
What?
Attempts were made to reattach them, but eventually she had to have them amputated.
Or left hand, maybe?
James Sheridan did not seem too perturbed by the incident, illustrated by the video that went semi-viral around Scotland after the attack, where he seemed to make light of the fact that he had been so badly injured that he lost a leg. Sheridan's partner later told the media that the couple were no longer together.
Yeah, no, you can't be together after
Al-Gailani's
that.
next target, meantime, was Scott McCrann, who owed the crime mob £19,000. His ordeal began on June 14th after Al-Gailani picked him up and drove him to a house in Wishaw, Lanarkshire. On arrival, McCrann was instructed to strip to only his boxer shorts. His hands and legs were tied together. Al-Gailani then repeatedly hit McCrann with a baseball bat. While he was being held captive over the next 2 days, McCrann estimated he was hit with the weapon over 100 times.
Ooh, what?
He was also forced to place his hand on a cooker, and Al-Gailani proceeded to strike his left hand on 3 or 4 occasions with a machete. Al-Gailani called relatives of McCrann to pay the debt before he was allowed to finally leave. However, about a week later, Al-Gailani ordered McCrann to meet him, and he was again driven to Wishaw. He was told to once more remove his clothes before being shot around 20 times with an air rifle and battered with a bat. In a sadistic act, He even got a toddler who was in the house to take a hold of the air pistol and ask McCrann to put his hands in the air before shooting him twice.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I've seen enough. We can call it a day here. We don't need to react to any more videos after this. After today. We can't even react. We can just cut this right here. So, kogency reaction and I'm out. Peace. But obviously you see the rest of the video length, so you know I'm not done. But the child, the toddler, and you called him in and like the child see this that's another generation gone to the dogs, you know, because you know what that child's gonna do now. You know what he's gonna grow up and do. You know what he's gonna be dreaming of, fantasizing about. Bro, man says start them early. Project Mbappe in torture methods. Bro, this is ridiculous.
McCrann escaped this time after agreeing to deliver a plan to make the mob money. The court heard he needed surgery following both attacks, including for damage to his hand and having pellets removed from his body after having been shot with the air rifle. Interestingly, McCrann was one of 2 men originally arrested in connection with the original attack on James Sheridan alongside Al-Gailani. He was arrested alongside Tony Redpath on 7th of July and was facing charges of attempted murder. However, it seems those charges have since been dropped. The reasons for this, or the status of their case, is unknown. In his final act as an enforcer, Al-Gailani turned up at a house a couple were living at in Helensburgh, Argyll and Bute on July 4th.
That's probably the one of regular
Police
names
Scotland
I've heard
said
today.
a man entered the property in Helensburgh's Hood Court via an unlocked door and assaulted the 19-year-old woman.
What? An unlocked door? So he didn't break down the door was unlocked? Is that, come on? Like, what?
In Helensburgh's Hood.
To me, like, hearing, like, entering someone's house through an unlocked door, like, my door would never be unlocked. Are you crazy? Like, never. Never.
Court via an unlocked door and assaulted the
Unless I'm, like, outside in the backyard, or even then, bro, I still try to pull the door up behind me. Well, it still be unlocked, technically. So, yeah, I guess, yeah, I can see how somebody could forget to lock back the door still. Because it does happen. But I just don't do it, though. Because, yeah, you not catch me slipping, bro.
19-year-old woman at around 1 a.m. The woman, whom it is believed Al-Gailani did not know, found him in the kitchen clutching what appeared to be a police baton while wearing an orange high-vis type jacket with a reflective line worn with the hood up. He went on to strike her twice with the weapon as she tried to defend herself. The woman believes he left only after her dog began attacking his leg. The woman suffered significant tendon damage to her left hand, which she continues to struggle with.
Oh my gosh.
It is not known what the reason was for the third attack in Helensburgh.
The proper X-ray, though.
The court heard how Al-Gailani was a trained mechanic with a limited criminal record, making it stranger to understand how he was involved in such serious violence.
Why?
His lawyer, Brian McConaughey KC, said it was clear during this time that Al-Gailani was embroiled with an organised crime group. In mitigation in court, he explained this appears to have been a period of 7 weeks, which can be described as mayhem in relation to the offences.
Mayhem.
Al-Gailani described watching footage of the attacks, which was shown in court, as like watching a horror film and that the audio made him feel sick. Al-Gailani's lawyer said his client found it difficult to come to terms that he was responsible for his actions. Al-Gailani has a family, including children, and the burden of knowing that he will miss out on their upbringing must be extremely difficult to take.
But
it is unknown what the circumstances were for an otherwise unremarkable family man to turn to such extreme actions.
So we don't know.
The judge, Lady Stacey, said the jail term for Al-Gailani would have been 18 years had it not been for his guilty pleas. You acted in a despicable manner. Your actions were cruel, cowardly and sadistic, she said. Al-Gailani will be supervised for a further 3 years on his release. Thanks for watching another episode on OCG TV. This is one of a series of videos that we'll be producing.
If you want to watch one of these, how a Tinder date ended in Britain's most, I don't know, gangland and police in Europe, let me know in the comments. But I like this video though. I like this video. This was very shocking as well, because this part, he's in the hospital bed just shaking his leg.
By the video that went semi-viral around Scotland after the attack, where he seemed to make light of the fact
he's lifting up his leg and fist bumping in the air like, bro, he's loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. But you just got your leg chopped off though. Like, I don't get that. Yeah, that was very puzzling to me. So I like this video. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if you like it. Let me know what's the most shocking or interesting part of the video for you, or what timestamp you like. And yeah, I reply to all of the comments. So jump in on the comments, hit the like button for me if you made it to the end of this video, or if you just want to like the video for me, or just for yourself, or for the Lord. And if you don't do it for me, do it for God, because God did. God liked the video. Yeah, God liked the video. Yeah, God liked the video, so you should too. Yeah. Anyway, like the video, comment, share the video if you can to someone, and subscribe. Subscribe to me. Subscribe, Kogency, and I'll see you in the next one. The best one. Give me a sexy girl, I want big body and breast one. Sorry.